Hi guys, Darren from FlukieFluidArt. Thank you so much for joining me today on the Fluid Art Express. After me, we've got Shannon from Shamby Art. We have Patty from Letspourwithpattie. We have Carrie from FlukieFluidArt. And last but not least, Bubbles from FlukieFluidArt. So stick around, enjoy the ride. Alright, so what we're going to do today is have a little bit of fun. And I am just going to do a nice easy swipe, but I'm not going to use my usual cell activator. So I've got here a 6-inch square tile. I'm just going to put down my usual pillow paint, which is British Paint's Low Sheen Interior Walls Clean and Protect. That's what we've got in Australia for a pillow paint. So I'm just going to lay that down nice and quick. You can either dump big blob in the middle, or you can just do little lines like this. Entirely up to you. Alright, so we'll put that down like so. Near enough's close enough, because we're going to spin that out anyway, and you don't really need to go overboard. Alright, now, colours. I'm just going to pick random colours off the pile. They are mixed with my usual pourer medium. So that's, what video is that? Video number 252. If you want to see what the pourer medium is and how I mixed it all up. Alright, and all we're going to do is stick some colour down. We'll do a few different little swipes here, I think. So that's like a super bright neon orange. We will use what else shall we use? A neon magenta. Why not? Why not indeed? Just because I like neons, that's all. Sort of addicted to them. We'll just splat some around. Doesn't really matter for what we're doing. What else shall we use? Some neon yellow? Yeah, why not? Neon yellow sounds good. Sprinkle it around. Now these colours are quite thick, so when you drizzle it back in, it stays on the surface for about 4 seconds. So they're quite thick for what we're doing. But I like the colours thick when we're doing swipes and things like that. They just tend to hold the cell structure a bit better when you use thicker colours. Alright, we'll use a lighter neon orange. Like so. Give it a bit of a sprinkle around. Don't have to go all the way to the edge because, like I said before, when it spins out, it's going to embiggen anyway. And I think we might use this blue, which is Frost, by this little piggy. Add some blue up this end. Give it a bit of a sprinkle here, there, and everywhere. Alright, that's more than enough colour. Now, what we're going to do is do a swipe. So I'm going to use this little swipe tool. Super easy to use. What I usually do is I pull the handles off. That way I've got a better feel when I run it between the two fingers how much pressure I'm actually putting on it, rather than holding it on a handle like this to do it. Like that. I can feel it a lot easier. Alright, now we get to the meat and potatoes of it. What we are going to use for a cell activator, Montmart Supercell Pour Paint. Right, that's a brand new bottle in case I run out. Give it a good shake. I did have a black, but I've used it all on other projects. So all we're going to do is pour some on. Use our little tool to level it out a bit. Like so. Okay. And we will give it a swipe. How cool's that? We got little cells. Alright, so that was the blue. We'll use the white one. See what the white's like. Same again. Just level it out a bit. Now white usually takes a lot longer than any other colour. So just keep that in mind. Alright. Give it a wiggle, give it a wiggle, give it a wiggle. You'll notice as you swipe too, a lot of the colours move with it. That's why you don't bother putting colour down this end. You actually, as you swipe, it's going to move all the way across for you. And what other colour do we have? I've got a red one too. And so there's the red. Give that a shake. Always give them a shake before you use them. Alright. So you just stick that on. Level it out a bit. Like all cell activators, you got to give it time. You're waiting for surface tension to break. That's what's giving you all these amazing little cells. You can also mix and match your colours. I mean, if I do another swipe on that, it's all going to come off anyway, so I really won't bother. I'll do another one. But let's see how this one goes first. So they come in a pack of 4. You can get all sorts of different colours. Absolutely awesome for this sort of stuff. So, like I said, I'm using my usual bloom recipe for my colours, the pillow paints, the usual stuff. All I'm doing is swapping out your Amsterdam paint that you would usually mix with Australian Floetrol for a cell activator for supercell paint. Alright, what we might do is let's put a bit of a pattern through it, because why not? Like little wiggles. Do the same here. Flick. Alright. Move this out of the way. I'll just wipe some goo off the spinner. Alright, now if you want, you can manipulate it by just tilting over the edge and then bring it back. So you can do tilt if you don't have a spinner. Okay, I've got a spinner, so I'm going to use it. So we'll give that a spin. You don't have to go crazy heavy with it. Probably would have been better if I'd been in the middle of the spinner. That way I wouldn't have lost as much of the blue as we have. Up a days. Right, give that another spin. Alright, pop that one up. Where's my little lifty tool? Good question, Wombat. Alright. How cool is that? No Aussie Floetrol. Super, super cool. So, this stuff here, you can get from Amazon if you're in the States. I know they have it. Art stores will probably have it. You can buy it direct from Montmartre themselves. They'll have it. Over here, we've got a little bargain shop called Jolly Ollie's. It's like one of them $2 dollar store things. And they actually stock Montmartre paints in there. So that's where we usually pick it up from. Now, when that dries, it dries exactly the same as how you see it, which is super cool. Scrape some of this goo off. But yeah, super, super cool. So you don't have to worry about Aussie Floetrol and all the nasty things that are in it, because, you know, a lot of countries won't let you have Aussie Floetrol even in the country, so it makes it hard if you want to do this sort of stuff and you want something real easy to make yourselves. This works exceptionally well. Alright, what we'll do is put this off to one side and we'll do another. Alright, let us do another one. So, do it different this time. We'll just add some colour down in the middle. I might do a radial, I think. Now, that comes in a whole heap of different colours. You've got blacks, reds, whites, blues, yellows, greens. I think there's some metallic ones, like metallic gold and things like that. So, there is quite a decent range that you can buy. But you can get the little 4-packs like I've got for like, well, they were $12 Australian. But I know you can buy the bigger bottles. I think they're 250 ml or something, the bigger bottles. So, definitely worth having to play with. Especially if you can't get your hands on Aussie Floetrol, because, you know, it is hard for people in other countries where they want to do this thing and they can't get their hands on Aussie Flow. At least you can have a bit of a play with it using this stuff. But I've done a whole heap of these little swipes and things like that with it, and it works really well. A lot of the skins that Bubble's been doing has actually used this as the cell activator rather than the Australian Floetrol and Amsterdam paints. So alright, we'll do that, and then we'll do a little light blue. I think we'll use the dark blue for the cell activator this time. Then as I spun it all off the last one. Oops. Alright. Start with that. So we'll get our magic blue goo. Oh, just add some to the little swipe tool. Level it out a bit. Leave that out of the way. Alright. So we'll give that a Bit of a swipe, drag some colour out to the edges. And there you go, she's selling up already. How much fun is that? Definitely loads of fun. Alright, so you just give it a little bit of time, give it a bit of a torch, pop some bubbles. Like so. And if you want, you can put a fancy little pattern through it. There's my little tool. So just go like that. Super easy to do. Now this product will make it super easy for anyone to have a crack and actually get cells. Spin. Just take it nice and slow. Don't have to rush this. Let's go a little bit at a time. Let the paint move slowly. I mean, it looks fast on the screen, but it's actually not. I like to scoop off some of this excess, just so it doesn't flick all over the place. I mean, not that it really matters inside a plastic tub, but when you grab and hold the spinner, you're going to get goo all over yourself. Alright, so just make sure it's more in the middle. Let it spin out. And bada boom, bada bing, Bob's your uncle. There you go. So you get crazy stuff like that. And no Aussie Floetrol. Even better. Definitely give it a go, guys. Loads of fun, and it's quite cheap, so definitely a lot cheaper than buying Aussie Floetrol, that's for sure. Alright guys, hopefully that was a bit of fun for you. It just gives you another avenue to use something else if you cannot get your hands on the roux juice. That actually works really well, and like I said, you got multiple colours. The list goes on, so definitely worth having to play with. Okie dokie, Shannon from Shambi Art is up next. If you click on her name in the live chat, it will take you to her premiere for today, or if you're a member of Paint Pouring by Venom Fluid Art on Facebook, use the play all list. That way you get to see everybody on the Fluid Art Express one after another and you don't get lost. Alright guys, that's it from me. So have fun, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.
I'd move the world for your eyes, run through the fires for you. I'd put your love on my life, there's nothing I wouldn't do. I don't feel the same when I'm not with you. Love the risk, but what is this? Come